Man, what's up, everyone? Let me update the stream title. Today we're gonna talk a little bit about protecting your brand, man, because that's the most important thing you can do. One of the most important things you can do in this business is protecting your brand. This is day 14. Damn. Hold on, let me edit the. We'll just keep it on 14 because I don't think I'll finish 14. All right, it's updated now. But yeah, man, I just had to get on here. Just remind, is one of the things missing? No. This keeps tripping. I don't know what's going on with this, but it keeps tripping. It's tripping again. Whatever image was right there is gone again. So I can try to find it. Or maybe I'll just use one of these other ones. I'll just use the backpack one for now. Yeah. But I just wanted to get on here a little bit today and just talk a little bit about protecting your brand. It's something I've been thinking a lot about these last couple of days. I mean, it's important. And that's one of the biggest reasons, if not the biggest reason, I've even been able to get to this point in this position. And it's something that a lot more people should talk about, but protecting your brand goes into a lot of different directions. I think I want to start offer it by talking about your circle, who you have around you, who you keep around you. All these different things have so much different type of influence on you. And I'm not saying that if you have a friend or somebody that you're cool with and they're a bitch, I'm not saying that makes you a bitch too, but sometimes it does. So I mean, I have a couple friends, they're just friends and I've known them for a few years, but that doesn't mean that those guys don't make questionable decisions at times, because they do. So I mean, you have to kind of level that out. I feel like, not we all, but I feel like a lot of us have friends that are friends and they might not mean any harm to us particularly, but there's still certain things they do on their own time that are stupid, if that makes sense. So yeah, I do have a couple of friends that are dumbasses, and you have to know how to kind of draw that line between them sometimes. I'm not saying cut them off. Certain things you should cut people off for, but just in general, we have friends that, they just do dumb shit, but it just depends on what type of dumb shit that is. So just be careful for that. Like, I have a couple of friends, they're hoes. I'm not a hoe. They are. But there's just different levels to it. So look out for that. Look out who you keep in your circle. And another thing, because I've trusted a lot of people at one point that I don't trust anymore. And that's something important you have to think about too. How far do you want to take this? What type of network are you going to have? You need to have a strong network. You need to have people around you that if shit hits the fan or something crazy comes out, or like some sort of allegation or some sort of false rumor comes out, are they still going to have your back? Are they going to talk to you first, or are they going to go off the media first? And that's a very important thing. You have to know who's more media based and who's more realistic. Not everybody's going to talk to you. There are certain things that some people have came out and said, and it was utterly bullshit. My people know the truth. And the people, there's people and they have people. And so some of those people now believe some sort of false narrative when they don't even know me. So there's people that are just going to believe certain things from other people because that's their person. And there's a lot of politics. So you want to be careful about that too. This industry is full of politics. This business is full of politicking. So you got to watch yourself. Who's going to have your back when shit hits the fan? Who's going to hit your back when somebody switches up on you? Who's gonna have your back whenever somebody is out spreading rumors, talking shit about you? And it's crazy too, because a lot of people have mutuals. This business, and then in the areas in your city, There's always mutuals. There's always going to be mutuals. Hold on, let me turn my noise gate back on. Sorry if you hear all this stuff in the background. I got it on now. Yeah, there's always going to be mutuals. There's always going to be people that are going against you. And again, that's part of protecting your brand. You have to know how to draw the line between some of these people, and you have to know which people to cut off. Friends, family, foe. At the end of the day, all those groups of people can either like you to an extent or completely dislike you to an extent. So you have to keep your eye on that. Another thing, when it comes to business and networking and making these types of connections, you got to keep your eye on them. You got to keep your eye on them. There's a lot of things that I've seen, and I only saw them because I went out of my way to look into them. And why is my CPU so fucking hot? Jeez, what the hell is going on? Why is my CPU so high? I'm on here talking too much. Hold on, my shit's overheating. Hold on.